Howdy folks, it's here, and welcome back to Greedfall. As we left off, we took care of Dexter's laboratory, and oh, got some more of these a-holes to take care of. How about you? You freaking...
It's perfect. We just have to clear the way.
Yep. Which we can. Pretty easily. Yeah. Yeah, we got the mechanism to open the gate.
The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look.
Yeah, put the cog. Repair, please. Don't have the required talent. Repair the mechanism. Yeah. Okay, let's put the new cog in. Alright. Now is it open? It is. Let's go.
Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
Yep. Like Hot Wheels. Alright. Up we go. Alright. Oh yeah, we got a long way to go. Fun, fun, fun. I'm assuming there will be bats, which bats are my favorite. Love bats. Not really. Bats have been the most troublesome to us. Look at that. You sons of bitches. How'd I know? Calm yourselves. Oh, we took those guys out. Where you guys going? Took them out. Very nice. So good. Loving those magic abilities. They just freaking crowd control. Take so many out at once. Let's do 6 and 5 and then finish off the rest. Alright, assuming this is like a vigor.
I need a bit of practice.
Yeah, 3 vigor for that one. That doesn't matter. Like those. Oh my goodness, more bats. Alright, bats. You gonna do something to Sardet? Thank you. Oh, we did it twice. Oh, that didn't work. How about you settle down there, bat?
You've no magic left.
Yeah, we taken care of. Took care of it. Alright, y'all did good. Alright, so up we go. Does that lead to another place that we can't get to? Or was it just like a shortcut to avoid combat? Looks like it was a shortcut to avoid combat. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Which is fine. Glad to have the option, but we didn't need it. Here we go. Oh, I said here we go. Ow. 5 and hurry up. Make it snappy. Alright. Alright. Just get him up. Oh, didn't realize there was more than... No, you don't. No, you don't.
Be careful. You're growing.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Oh, look at that. Level up. I don't know if that does anything for us, attribute and trait-wise. Doesn't? Don't think so. We just have skills, and we were going to go into something, weren't we? No, we're just finishing up this one. So we have faster than lightning. We have light shadow impact. Now we can do shadow impact can hit enemies from greater distance. So, and now our missile can be faster. Very nice. Alright, there was a, I think it was either like control. Yeah, this. Which I don't know what it is. That's what it's talking about. Where you use the control, and that's what it talks about with the shadow impact, which we haven't used at all up to this point. It seems like a weird, just like button configuration to use the control for an attack. Which I know we have like left and right click for stuff, you know, for attack and block, but you think they would be, but we have like Q and numbers for everything. Whoa, everyone just dropped in.
Saved our lives. How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Almenawi.
Yes, we will always.
Remember what happened here?
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You will have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge in Vikshadir. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the Alliance patrols.
We'll get there. Qua awalem segven.
Alright, so we got a huge conversation to talk with the governor about. That is for sure. Right. And I just want to put like a marker in front of it. We got a big drop point from here. Very nice. Yeah, we just want to go and travel, but go to our residence. And man, I want more than just like Afra and Siora there. Would like Vasco there as well. Hopefully everyone's there. Not just who we bring. Hang on. Here's that map marker. Just a pet peeve showing up. Alright, out of our way. We got a huge talking to have with the governor. Alright, you son of a bitch. Guess what?
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet, and to what do I owe this honor?
I've been to Asili's laboratory and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes.
Knots.
There are also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as
And we
quickly
brought
as
the
possible.
manager as well.
What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Denea Exregau are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of discovering a remedy. Would
Governor.
you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Alright.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
We really don't. We really don't look forward to seeing you again. Alright, where is the attorney? Is he in the place? What is up here? Question. I don't think we've ever been up here. There's question marks up here that need to be revealed. Whole bunch of pillows. Seems as messy as the Mother Cardinal's place. Hello. Strange. It's just a whole, like, they have basically the same layout, each of these mansions. Alright, so it looks like the attorney is not in this place. Second floor, third floor, underground level. You know, might as well. Might as well have a snoop. Okay, you have to go through there. Or maybe we won't. Alright. Nothing to look at down there. The door's not even interactable, or it says like closed until further notice. Alright. Go away, marker. What did I tell you? Alright. Off we go. I have a bad feeling. I think the Sardet may regret leaving the doctor alive. Alright, we should just be able to go around, maybe through. Yep, here we go. Alright. Prosecutor, if you would please, not fight, but talk.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buren told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, it is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some noughts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the
We should
horrible
have
experiments he was performing.
ample things.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin d'Orsay. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence. But if we had witnesses... we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
witnesses,
I will return to you soon.
and the
The
substance.
Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadie. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Alright, so we got lots to do. But first things first, we should have a talk with Afra. Maybe she could be a witness in this trial as well.
Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
We're going to talk about her master.
I
Yeah,
would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
ask about her opinion.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Teleme.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him.
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I was wanting to get into, is ask if she would participate as a material witness.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
Alright.
I must leave you.
Alright, chuggy chug chug. Here we go. Alright, we got lots of things to do. So we gotta talk to the Nauts at the port. We got to talk to the researchers and have the thing have that powder tested. And so everything is all around here in this area. So we should not have a hard time finding the things to do, and it shouldn't be too hard or take too much time to where we won't be able to fit it all in one episode nice and neatly. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is definitely some things. I had some questions that I indeed wanted to answer and get us closer to some answers on the that side. We got a couple things we can do. Let's go ahead and go in here. Hello. Are you the manager? Yes, you are. I need to
I never
speak to
thought
the
I'd
manager.
See you here again. Why are you still free?
Dr. Honor made sure that I was set free. He needed my help. What do you want?
I'm gonna ask about.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
And they will have their opinions differ when we talk about knots. Alright, what about what you're doing here?
What is your purpose here?
I helped Dr. Unur to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
I would like to say no. You had me thrown in prison, and without Dr. Unur's intervention, I would still be there. But I can't stop thinking about what we did in that laboratory. I think only by testifying will I ease my conscience.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial.
Alright, now I guess we'll show her the powder.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them
So
to
he
be
created a weapon.
afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe Asili would do such a thing. Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments, as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor.
Alright.
I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Alright, let's talk to someone else. Get another witness. Are they here? Are they upstairs? Yeah, this definitely has a Dragon Age 2 problem of same environments but different, like same types of rooms, but just different things here and there. Like every mansion is the same. These buildings, the same. Godly, these people look weird when they're just like all staring into nothingness. Yikes. People are freaky. Alright, here we go. We got something. Old research document of Dr. Anur. This file contains the notes of Dr. Anur. From what you understand of his sketches and notes, he sought to discover how patients were contaminated and focused on the water the patients might have ingested. On the file, you can see words which were obviously written by Dr. Asili saying, "Completely useless research. Give up Anur. We have much better things to do." Alright, anyone else we gotta talk to? Yep. Let's have a look around first, see if there's anything else that we need for the prosecutor. You guys are making a lot of different colors, huh?
Doctor...
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malicor.
Alright, how about you testify against him instead?
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged for a
Single
mistake.
Single
It
mistake.
is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but
Many
Asili has never
mistakes.
been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor.
Between the
and
natives, the
state,
Naughts,
but let's not
and
fool ourselves.
the merchant
No
congregation.
tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Alright, how about let's talk about his research. Okay, we have a few things to convince him with. But definitely, I mean, we have the intuitive stuff, but maybe we only have one option for this. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to, like, I know this will probably be like a 100% chance of success. But we've like found all the different options, and any of these options would work. But yeah, let's go with the intuition.
What interest do you have in defending Dr. Asili? You've obviously taken his place since his arrest. I understand that you admired him a lot, but under his tutelage you could not really impose your own ideas. Well, now you finally have a chance to leave your own mark on history.
You are not wrong, but I find it rather unlikely that he will be sentenced.
I have gathered a lot of damning evidence against him. And with your testimony...
I could finally publish my research on fountain contamination. Very well, you've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Anur is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Yeah. It seems to me like if there was an option to talk about the fact that he was going after Knots as well, and the fact that he went after the merchant congregation, you know, myself and the cousin, and he probably would have used that powder to go after the whole freaking... a whole colony, whether it be like a village of natives, or the merchant New Serene, or San Mateus. He could have used that powder to go after any one of those places for his freaking research. So, but it seemed that he wouldn't... What is going on over here? The hell? The Bridge Alliance? They're trying to freaking play dirty and go after the Knots? You pieces of shit.
All right?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
Alright. Good. Alright, so we've gotten, I think, everything that we can, really, to put up a successful prosecution of the doctor. Is there anything else? Meet with the survivors. Oh, we gotta talk to the natives too now. Okay. I mean, I guess, like, putting it on top, but, or, like, icing on the cake, but, seems to me that the Bridge Alliance won't take their words very seriously. Unless we're just doing this to, like, check in on them and see about their welfare, as opposed to something else. Let's say, like, no, we're in the right place. Okay. So let's travel to the village. Let's go. We'll travel to the village, we'll do this, and then we won't get to the trial today. Right? Alright, so they're all in that place. They're all in here. Alright, let's have a talk with them.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse.
Hey, Mev.
Well done.
Daughter
I
of
was able to
Morgan.
give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the Mad Lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Teer. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll probably make our way back to Hikmet. Do we have like a quick... Yeah, we do. This thing right here. Let's quick travel to our residence and then just wrap this up today. Matter of fact, we'll wrap this up right now because we got stuff to sell and look at. We'll do all that between episodes and get to the trial next time. So till next time, this has been Zethios, signing out for now. Bye, folks.